Howdy, how's it going? Welcome back. Or howdy if you're new. Well guys, it's been a minute. I know, trust me, I know. I've got good reasons though, which one of them is this right here, but another one is even more cool, which we're going to talk about here in a second. But I've been through it to say the least. Yeah, it's been a rough couple of months. You guys know I've battled some health issues and random stuff that just makes life sometimes a little bit more challenging, but I always muscle through. So I really want to say thank you to every one of you guys, all of my sponsors, everyone who has been here with me through thick and thin. Channel members, viewers, Discord members, colleagues, friends, everyone. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, and I really appreciate and love each and every one of you. Wouldn't be here without you. I really appreciate it. We recently hit 12,500. Pretty crazy. We rolled past 10,000 like it was nothing and just keep pushing forward, even though I haven't been able to make the content. So one of the things that held me back was it's been hot in here, which we're going to talk about something cool, which helped me be able to solve that problem. But let's talk about something else cool real quick. This is what I have been working on for the last couple of weeks as well. As you guys know, I had a 1400K and yeah, it finally bit the dust halfway through building this, and I had to do something. So I went balls deep and I went hard, and I have now a 9800X3D in here, still the same 4090, which funny enough, I don't know, some of you guys know, I thought there was an issue with my 4090, but nope, it was the CPU all along in combination with a bad power supply, which maybe one was the only culprit, I don't know. But they both got changed, and now I don't have any problems at all. I can game for hours without any issues. Although I haven't really been able to do a lot of gaming lately until this past weekend, which has been quite honestly awesome. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it quickly, and then we'll talk about the main topic of today. But look, this is awesome. This is the Pipputer 2.0, which Pippa and chat got to see it firsthand yesterday.
Oh, cute, the little squibby. I've seen these computer cases. Kind of want one. Oh my god, you got Pippa stuff everywhere. Oh my god. Holy sh, man. Oh, I like your little howdy neon.
But yeah, this right here has been so fun to build. This is the Hyte Y70. If you haven't seen this case yet, you have been missing out. This is the best case out there that I've ever built in. Sure, there's a lot of really other good cases out there, but so far to me, this has been the best. Then we've got the Touch Infinite display, and Hyte was kind enough to send both of these out for me to review, which the full review will be coming soon, I promise. This has been a blast, and I really greatly have enjoyed it and appreciate it so much. I've done some case mods like the 140mm case mod that will allow you to put 3 140s in here, which I came up with, by the way. I teased that in the Discord, and then other people started doing it, and that was really cool to see people jump right on it. So look, let's talk about the water cooling setup, and then we'll move on. This is a Alpha Cool pump res combo. It's 120mm. It's actually a pretty quiet pump. It is a D5 type pump using a 60mm thick by 360 solid copper radiator from Bixby. I've got Lee Infinity mirror fans. It's a hardline tubing setup, and then I'm using thermal take and Primo chill fittings. And then the Waterblock for the CPU is also a Phanteks. So I have had a lot of fun building this, and also a lot of aggravations at the same time with the water cooling stuff, because I'm very picky and I want it to look clean, I want it to look nice, and it took me a long time to get this layout just right. Over here for the RAM cooler, that is a custom design that I came up with, and I did a ton of fine-tuning on that. If you want access to this file, let me know, and I will probably put that in the maybe a next video or something like that for you guys, and tell you how you can get it. It's definitely not easy, but it's also not hard at the same time. You'll have to just source some stuff out, and it's not that bad really, but I'll show you how to make that. If you want to know any other components that are inside of this rig, I'll have everything linked down below if you want to check them out. Definitely would greatly appreciate it if you use my links, but as always, there's no pressure. But if you do, I get a small kickback of it at no extra charge to you, and I always try to help you guys save money. So if there ever is anything you're looking for, let me know. I'll show you who has the best price. Something I really like doing is helping people save money, whether you use my links or not. I don't care. I've shown you the rig. Now let's talk about something cool. So I told you it's been hot in here. It's been really difficult to get in here and film, not only because the computer gets a little warm. I am on a southern edge of the house, and so afternoon time gets really hot. Afternoons are just nearly unbearable in the summer in here because it'll be 90 to 100 degrees outside, and it might be 78 to 80 degrees in here. And for me, that's too much, and I start getting tired and wanting to pass out. I'm already out of breath right now because I don't have this fan on, which I've kept off while filming because I wanted you to really get a first-hand experience of why I like this fan more than any other fan out there. So when it comes to noises and just certain sounds, they bother me, and I've been kind of hesitant and reluctant to get a ceiling fan just because my wife has one in her office and I can't stand it. Has a very weird sound to it, and most of them do. Some people just don't hear it, but they have a weird resonance to them, and sometimes the chain can go clack, 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 clack. They can get out of balance, and just they're aggravating sometimes. Most of that comes with the territory of the blades being so heavy, and they have to be balanced every so often. And yeah, I know. Trust me, I know how to balance a ceiling fan, but the process of it is aggravating. So let's talk about this right here. Lumary sent me out a fan, which I'm going to show you right here now. This is the Lumary Smart Ceiling Fan. And not only is it just a ceiling fan, it also has a light, and it also has RGB lighting as well, which you can actually change to tons and tons of different colors or tons and tons of RGB. Now, if you download the app, you can actually customize it to the cows come home, or until the cows come home, however you say it. You can customize this thing so many different ways. You can also pair it with your smart home. You can do tons of different features. I'll drop a few of them below, but that's not even the most important part. The most important part is this right here. This fan moves so much air just on the first speed. And not only does it move air, it's quiet. It's actually extremely quiet. The sound is consistent. It doesn't make any weird resonances or popping sounds or anything that would actually get on my nerves at all. Now, with the fan on right here on speed 2, I'm going to cut it on speed 3. You still can't hear it, which is great, because if you have a box fan or a fan on the floor or any other type of fan and it's blowing at you, typically that fan noise is going to pick up in the mic like crazy. And when I'm editing my videos, I hear that kind of stuff and I want to re-record and scrap out the whole thing. And if you use noise gates or noise filters or background noise removal, that muddies the sound up a lot and your voice doesn't come across as clear as it normally would. So if you're a content creator, fans make a lot of noise, I'm sure you know, or if you're a new content creator, maybe you don't. Maybe you don't even realize it. That's why your voice sounds so bad in your mic, because it's having to work to actually cancel out those sounds, and it's making the audio just sound a little rough. So this will allow you to have a more consistent sound, making even the noise removal process a little easier on you. The other big plus is it's energy efficient. Most ceiling fans will advertise that they're energy efficient, but in reality, they're usually not. They're not as efficient as they say they are. So most fans are gonna cost you, if you run them 24/7, 7 days a week, on average, maybe between $8 and $15 a month. Now that's, depending on where you live and how much your power is, but that's about how much they would cost per month. Not a lot, but maybe if you have 4 of them in your house, it would add up to be a lot. This is going to use less than half of that because this fan motor right here is 25 watts. That's not a lot of power. That's actually really good. Most of them are around 50 to 60 or so. And then you also have to worry about the lighting. A lot of them don't have this type of lighting. Now, if you're a content creator and you need color accuracy, take your remote out and you can change the color temperature. So this should basically handle any situation that you would need to be filming in your office anyways. And it can really help make certain products look better. Certain, you know, things that you want color accurate just come across as a lot cleaner. So that was a big deal for me, is having a fan that actually not only would keep me cool, it looks cool, and it's functional. So like, I can justify the price. Now, let's talk about the price, and then we're going to talk about installation, and then we're going to round up the video and show you what I'm working on for the next one, because this is just a quick video to show you this product, because I did promise Lumary this would come out, and I really thank you guys for being patient with me on this, because it's been a rough couple of months. But look, cost-wise, right now, the MSRP on their Amazon page is $169. I know that sounds like maybe a lot to some people. It's not a lot to me, because I know what ceiling fans cost at Home Depot and Lowe's and Walmart if you're looking at a good one. Now, of course, you could find a $50 ceiling fan and call it good. Trust me, you don't want one of those cheap ceiling fans, because that's what I put in my wife's office, thinking we could save a buck or two, and we both regret it. We definitely wish we wouldn't have gone the cheap route, because it definitely feels cheap, sounds cheap, looks cheap, it's cheap. This definitely is a little bit more money, but there is a coupon option right now, and you could save 35 bucks by checking that coupon box. 135 bucks. That's not bad. That's not bad, because if you look at any of the other fans out there, they're about the same price, and they're going to use more energy. They don't look cool. They're heavy. They require a little bit more bracing. And that's another thing. Let's talk about installation. I was also afraid of getting a ceiling fan in here, because I had a dome light. It wasn't braced necessarily for a ceiling fan, at least that I knew of. I don't like putting extra weight on my ceilings, just because I don't know. I have that like fear of like being underneath something and then it's just like crashing down and, you know, yeeting you into the next life.
Hi, I'm Steve-O, and this is my house, and I'm sick of that fan.
So yeah, lightweight. Really, really lightweight. It is about the same weight as maybe a laptop or something. It's just not that bad. Let's talk about what's in the box. I'll show you what's in the box right now. You can see you get the owner's manual, you get the remote, you get the wiring, you get everything that you need, and it's simple. It didn't take long to have this thing installed. Anybody can do it, but be careful. Don't work with electricity unless you're very, very comfortable working with electricity. That can get dark really fast. But look, guys, seriously, if you need a fan in your life, you want to keep cool and you want to look cool, check one of these out. If you want to use my link below, it would greatly be appreciated. But as always, no pressure. I do get a small little teeny tiny percentage of the sale, but that's not why I'm promoting this type of content or this video or ever any. I try to bring you stuff that is cool, that is different, that is worth your money. Because if there's something that comes on this channel and it's not worth it, you know, I will tell you, I don't think it's worth it and I don't think you should buy it, and then I just won't put any links. I've always tried to make sure that I don't shove a turd in your pocket, and I don't bring you anything that isn't up to my standards, which are extremely high. I am a perfectionist when it comes to a lot of stuff out there, and there's certain things that I don't cheap out on, and then there is certain things that I am a big cheapskate with. And yeah, lighting was one of them, and ceiling fans were one of them also, and I learned my lesson, and now I'm learning the hard way of I never should have cheaped out on lighting before, and I never should have cheaped out on a ceiling fan, and I will never do it again. So I'm really thankful they were able to send this to me and introduce this to me and open my eyes up to why lighting and ceiling fans and fans in general do cost for the good stuff. So if you want to see more videos like this, I know this is totally different than the handheld content you're totally used to, and I appreciate you staying to the end, because it's not. Thank you. And if you want to see more like this, let me know. I've got a couple of other fans that I had picked up along the way that I wanted to review, and I just never did, because maybe I didn't like them, or maybe they were too loud, or I don't know. You know, like, I've struggled with this heat issue for so long that I kept picking up fans hoping something would just work, and I hadn't found anything until this. So finally you get to see what actually works. All right, guys, well, look, face reveal, I guess, you know, sort of halfway. You know, maybe it wasn't what you were expecting. I don't know. Let me sit back down. My back's hurting. All right, well, look, guys, if you want to see more of the Pipputer, let me know. We're going to be doing a full-on video with this thing very soon. I've already filmed most of it. I'm going to be editing it and trying to get this thing out real soon. We have some handheld content coming, got some more Ally X mods, and yeah, we're going to talk about the Xbox handheld. Let's go ahead and make a video on that this week, and we'll talk about it together. Maybe I'll go live on it. I don't know, but that thing looks pretty freaking sick. I know a lot of you guys are hyped for it. I'm hyped for it. We are going to have a Windows-based handheld that essentially doesn't have the bloat anymore, so you don't have to go to SteamOS and lose half the functionality of your device, although some people really like SteamOS, and I like it too. I just can't use it for the games that I play on my handhelds, so something that I've been tinkering around with here and there, and it just never stuck. It never made me want to actually keep it on my system. So now we have all the problems solved, and yeah, I'm stoked. So let me know in the comments what you think. Thank you for all the love and support. I really greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. So many people stuck around, kept checking on me in the comments, kept DMing me on Discord. A lot of my colleagues, a lot of my sponsors, a lot of people were really there for me through a very tough time, and it's been tough time after tough time after tough time, I know, but you know what? Life is a challenge, and you have to keep pushing forward. Sometimes you do need to take a mental health break while you're dealing with those, or you will have a just meltdown. You need to make sure that you're staying on top of your health. Make sure that you're eating good. Make sure that you are surrounding yourself with good people who understand that, you know, we all have differences. We all have things that make us unique and special, and we all have different struggles. You know, my struggle is different than your struggle, and I greatly appreciate that we all can share those. And if you have a story you would like to share below, or if I've been of any help to you recently, please let me know. Those things are really fun to read. Maybe if it's a bad story, it's not so fun, but at least feel blessed that we can share those stories together and help each other through them. And if there's ever anything you guys need, my inbox is always open no matter what. You know I haven't been here on YouTube like I used to, and that's gonna change. Knock on wood. I've really been pushing forward. We're getting my office cleaned up. Now it's cool in here. Now I can work again. I still battle the same health issues. So I have good days and I have bad days. And yeah, I have to learn to take full advantage of those good days that I have and just not get in that mindset of at any minute it could go downhill again. I need to be like, okay, seize the day, you know, carpe diem. I'm gonna start doing that every day that I wake up. If I have a good day, I'm gonna come in here, cut this fan on, cut this computer on, and I'm gonna just start editing all these videos that I've been filming and banking up. I have a lot of videos. Like I have 3 handheld reviews that you still haven't seen yet. Yeah, that's a lot. I'll try to drop more members only videos as well. So if you are a channel member and you've been wondering where the content is at, well, you already probably know. A lot of people in my members section get life and health updates and stuff, and sometimes I talk to you guys about what's going on because it's not something I'd like to share publicly per se. It's nothing bad, nothing detrimental, but it is personal, you know, like just certain things that are rough to really understand sometimes myself, but I already know other people just don't understand certain struggles, so I'm just not going to bother you with them. But I digress. Lumary, thank you once again. Really appreciate you guys being so chill, being so patient with me here, and yeah, let's definitely keep things pushing forward, guys, and I look forward to hearing all of your comments, and definitely can't wait to show you more of this. This is awesome. I can't wait to show you what Pippa said when she reacted to it. That was pretty awesome. Some of you guys may already know. A lot of kapipis in the comments. Thank you guys so much. A lot of people came in from her reacting to my computer, but that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I actually have the full stamp of approval and endorsement of the moldy Reddit rabbit. So definitely thank you guys, and thank you, Pippa. So till the next one, guys, I hope you have a good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
So cute, the little squibby. I've seen these computer cases. Kind of wild one. Oh my god, you got Pippa stuff everywhere. Oh my god. Holy shit, man. Oh, I like your little howdy neon. Oh, that little Kirsha.
Howdy. How's it going?
You're so... Wait, that's me in the background of one of your videos. Wait a minute.
How's it going? Welcome back.
Wait, that's me back there. Wait a minute. Oh my god, wait, I'm on like all of your stuff now too because I'm your desk mat. There's nobody. Oh, look at the little people.
Howdy. How's it going?
Wait, this is a video I was just on.
Howdy if you're new. This is a new Asus ROG
Where's
Flow.
the people? Oh, I know the thumbnail. What the hell? Well, I will give my official endorsement. Not that I'm biased or anything, but you guys should check out CPPC Tech. Well, so many members only videos. Crazy budget controller. Beautiful tower, 300 for pain. Oh, of pain. There's like a, there's a computer case that I want. It's shaped like an owl. I don't know how feasible it actually is. I haven't kept up with modern technology. I feel like I just gave up in like 2018. I was like, I can't do this shit anymore. Everything is bad. Everything is terrible. I prefer old technology. I became like a boomer. Just by choice, voluntarily. I was like, you know, I'm still very capable of learning how to use modern technology and adjusting and adapting to the modern times, and like I'm not so old that this is beyond my learning. Oh, cute dog. But I was just like mentally checked out. I was like, I can't do this anymore.